Okay, that's what I'm going to do. First of all, it was Fast Friday. Didn't get a chance to do my Fast Friday this morning, so I carried my, this morning, I didn't get a chance because I was fighting to get out of there for Fast Friday. I'm rambling. I took my Spyderco Delica 4, partial serrated blackout, VG10, second Japan, as always, and my Streamlight wedge flashlight. I also took, I don't know why, but I took my Cobra Tech Black Riker automatic. Okay, it's got an automatic, it's got a switch here to lock it into the lock place, but you don't have to do that. It's not going to come undone. Isn't that cool? So you're ready to go. You pull it out of your pocket, man, just push that button. Nice grip on that, nice size. I'll do a short on that. For the first time, I'm going to throw my 119, Buck 119 special in the playground, and we'll see what happens with that. I know it's not to be thrown. None of these are supposed to be thrown, but I do it to see how tough they are. I've got two of these. This is one I use, so I'm going to throw that. Never thrown it. And I'm going to be throwing the Buck 622. This is the one I've been sharpening forever to get an edge on it. I'm finally getting there. It's super balanced. I've been dying to do it. So that's the Buck 622. Yes, sir. And in honor of the Moccasin Rangers in World War II, this is my favorite, one of my favorite tops knives. I got this a while back. It's the story behind this. Being a knife thrower, I have so much respect. The head of the group here, one night they were out, they had to get rid of a guard between them and their point of mission. It was at night. I forget the guy's name, but I'll remember it. He was a Cherokee. He was also a well-known knife thrower. So he took a bayonet and crawled. They had to do it quietly in order to finish out their mission. And he crawled in the night, and in the dark, at 87 feet away, he threw his bayonet and took out the guard. And that's on record as the longest kill at 87 feet recorded in the military. So read up on that story. It's awesome. Isaac Knives and Knowledge is good on this stuff. That's awesome blade. So before I go out there with the, I need to put all these blades up before I cut myself. Jeez. And I'm fixing to throw some sparks. Make sure there's nothing flammable, nothing that will get hurt. I'm gonna throw sparks right here. I'm not going to do a fire out there. I'm just going to do it right here. This is the Buck 119. It's got a nice squared edge. I also see a point right here I could do it. And I got me a good ferrule rod. So let's see what happens here. This is first time. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Awesome. That is just a squared off corner right there, man. That's ready for a ferrule rod. I wonder what it is down here. Yep. I thought so. Pull it away. There we go. Okay, so you can do it right here if you want, but I just soon do it at the top because that really throws. Okay, I'm gonna take this out. We're gonna do a long video. I love doing this for several guys that are into knife throwing. I absolutely love it. I really do. It makes my day to know that they actually are watching this and picking up some little tips. They're watching me. They're seeing how my movement is, and that's what it's all about, guys. And normally I throw out my Fast Friday, my Fast Talks, my video. I'll throw that up anyway. But yeah. Let's go out there and see what this Buck 119 special does. Okay, I'm back to my old tripod because I would have expected to do this because we got some rain coming again. But I'm throwing my Buck 119 special. We're just in the shop, and then we'll give it a shot here. That was my first throw. It's about that deep. I will say this phenolic handle here is pretty slippery. So I'm having to hold it a little bit tighter right there. That's the only issue I see right now. Of course, it's not made for throwing. Okay, that's pretty awesome. I'm gonna throw a few more on this and probably go inside and do some shorts. Okay, I'm nailing it there. Again, this is not made for throwing, but I gotta know. And I do have another one. This is one be for use. The only thing, that handle is pretty slippery. I'm starting to sweat a little bit, but that's cool. I'll work out with a little bit and go inside and clean it up. Okay, see you inside. Okay, that's freaking awesome. I ended up throwing all of them. My Moccasin Ranger, so I'm gonna clean that. 622, gonna clean that. And the 119, we're gonna clean that. Now I'm gonna tell you something. Now this Moccasin Ranger, put that off the side. Y'all know what I'm doing. This Moccasin Ranger, I have thrown it I don't know how many times. I've sliced water jugs with it. This thing is still sharp as can be, and it is a hefty knife. I don't even know what the weight is. I don't know what the specs are, but you have to appreciate that, man. It's awesome. My Carter scales had a nice grip on it, and a very cool sheath where the clip is in the right position right there. Okay, and then this is that 622 buck. I looked across this and got it at a good price, but it had no blade. It had a false edge, man. So it's got an edge. I'm gonna keep working on that. I work at it a couple times a week till I get it right. And of course that throwing on the board doesn't help. And now this buck 119 special. My thoughts, incredibly sharp, and this point, even with that curvature, it went in that deep. Most of the time I was in that deep, people. I was past that swedge, sorry. I was about that deep. The only issue I had, but I got used to it, was the slippery. That's that phenolic handle, and it's just all smooth and it's humid right now. We're getting to have a rain. But what I did, guys, I just held on to it a little bit tighter. You know, just held on to it a little bit tighter. I wish it had if it had a lanyard hole. Here's another little tip. That lanyard hole is a good place. That's where I hold my knives. I wonder, I should have told y'all that before. Yeah, that's kind of like where I hold it, and this didn't have it. So see, I was kind of uncomfortable with it, but I threw it. I made it stick. Didn't bounce it, and I got a surprise video. I did a short one with it already, and I did a water bottle. I had a water bottle out here, and I didn't have a jug. I went ahead and sliced that. And see, this has 2 lanyard holes, but it has that place for the scales, the screw. So I was able to hold it right there. You see? Got a nice grip. Of course, these scales helped. There's nice texture. So I'm glad I caught that to tell y'all. This one, I would love to take this lanyard off, but that's what it is. That's what it came with, and that's what I keep it on there. It can get in the way. You just kind of forget about it. But again, you see where the screws are for the scales? That's where I'm holding it. Man, you see, I told y'all when I used to teach my students Kempo karate, every lesson that I taught them, I learned something from that student. And after the lesson was over, and say I had a little break, a half hour, an hour to the next student private lesson or whatever, I work on some stuff. That's right, man. I put some tools, some things together and work on it. I say, what was that? That was cool. What can I do with that? So, there you go. I'm Ratchet Jaw now. I'm sorry for these long ones. I'm all excited and stoked because it seems to be, I love it. It is. It's helping some people out. I'm not an expert. I'm still learning. On my Facebook page is a perfect description. I have down Kempo student and instructor. That's right. That's what it is. You're always learning. Okay, I'm going inside, get these clean. They're already cleaned up. I'm going to do some shorts.